What if the smartest people in the world aren't the ones with the highest IQ, but the ones who can see beyond the illusion? They called them slow learners, but in reality, they were simply tuned into a different frequency. If you've ever felt out of place in school, this video is for you, because your mind was designed for something greater. The world rewards conformity, but true wisdom belongs to those who dare to think beyond the system. Have you ever noticed that some of the wisest, most enlightened souls weren't necessarily top of their class? Society tells us that intelligence is measured by grades, degrees, and test scores, but what if true wisdom operates on an entirely different level? What if the chosen ones, those who see beyond the ordinary, possess a brilliance that transcends textbooks and formulas? In today's video, we're diving deep into the untold truth about why the most spiritually gifted individuals often struggle in traditional academic settings. Is there a hidden reason behind this? Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you see intelligence forever. That doesn't always align with traditional education systems. If you ever felt like an outsider in school, struggled with conventional learning, or were misunderstood by teachers and peers, then this message is for you. In this video, we will reveal 8 profound reasons why chosen ones were not the brightest in school. If this message resonates with you, then you are not alone. Your unique journey is leading you towards something far greater than academic validation. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss content that speaks to your soul. And if this message reached you at the right time, type 1111 in the comments section to let us know and to attract divine blessings your way. Let's get started right away. They learn differently. The traditional education system is built on rigid structures, standardized testing, and a one-size-fits-all approach to learning. It values linear thinking, rote memorization, and the ability to regurgitate information on command. But chosen ones operate on a completely different wavelength. They are intuitive learners who absorb knowledge through deep contemplation, experience, and observation rather than mechanical repetition. They have an innate ability to see patterns, connect unrelated concepts, and extract wisdom from life itself. While their peers may thrive in structured classroom settings, chosen ones often find the environment stifling. They process information in a non-linear way, which can make them seem distracted or disengaged, when in reality their minds are working on a much deeper level. They may struggle with traditional methods of learning, but given the right space, they develop profound insights that far surpass conventional academic success. 2. They question everything from an early age. Chosen ones possess an insatiable curiosity that compels them to challenge the status quo. Unlike most students who accept what they are taught at face value, they instinctively question everything. They are not content with surface-level explanations or simplistic narratives. They need to understand the why behind everything. This constant questioning often places them at odds with teachers and authority figures who prefer compliance over curiosity. While other students excel by memorizing facts and following instructions, chosen ones are busy dissecting the very foundation of what they are being taught. They want to uncover hidden truths, explore alternative perspectives, and expose inconsistencies. Their refusal to accept things blindly can be mistaken for rebellion or stubbornness, but in reality it is a sign of their deep thirst for wisdom. While others conform, chosen ones are driven by an unshakable need to seek higher understanding. 3. They were more interested in spiritual knowledge. While their classmates were engrossed in history, mathematics, and science, chosen ones often felt drawn toward the mysteries of existence. They had an innate curiosity about the unseen forces that shape reality, the true nature of consciousness, and the deeper purpose of life itself. Conventional subjects felt too limited to satisfy their hunger for understanding, as they only scratched the surface of reality. Philosophy, mysticism, and spirituality resonated with them far more than memorizing formulas or historical dates. They sought knowledge that transcended the material world, often turning to ancient wisdom, esoteric texts, and spiritual practices to fill the void left by traditional education. This alternative interest sometimes made them seem disengaged in class, but in truth, their minds were operating on a much grander scale, seeking answers that could not be found within the confines of a textbook. 4. They struggled with meaningless tasks. Chosen ones have an intrinsic need for purpose in everything they do. They are not motivated by superficial rewards, empty achievements, or arbitrary rules. When faced with tasks that feel repetitive or devoid of meaning, such as memorizing dates, solving formulaic math problems, or writing essays on topics they have no emotional connection to, they struggle to stay engaged. Their minds reject meaningless labor because they intuitively sense that true learning comes from exploration, creativity, and personal discovery, not from following rigid instructions. This disconnect often led to poor grades, frustration, or even being labeled as lazy or unmotivated. In reality, chosen ones are not incapable of learning. They simply refuse to invest their energy into things that do not resonate with their higher purpose. If given the freedom to pursue subjects that ignite their passion, they often excel far beyond what traditional education can measure. 5. They were sensitive to energy. Schools are chaotic environments filled with a mix of emotions, personalities, and unseen, energetic forces. While most students navigate these spaces without much thought, chosen ones feel everything on a much deeper level. They are highly attuned to energy, both their own and that of those around them. They can sense tension, anxiety, frustration, and even dishonesty in others. Classrooms, with their artificial lighting, rigid schedules, and dense emotional atmospheres, often feel suffocating. The stress of exams, peer pressure, and societal expectations create a heavy energy that chosen ones absorb like sponges. This constant energetic bombardment can leave them feeling mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, and physically unwell. It becomes difficult for them to focus in an environment that overwhelms their sensitive nature, making academic performance a secondary concern compared to maintaining their own inner balance. 6. They saw through the illusion from a young age. Chosen ones had an innate understanding that the world is not as it seems. While most students were conditioned to believe that success was determined by grades, degrees, and external validation, chosen ones saw through this illusion. They intuitively knew that life was about something far greater than test scores and academic accolades. This deeper awareness made it nearly impossible for them to buy into the academic rat race. While their peers were chasing trophies, scholarships, and recognition, chosen ones were searching for a deeper sense of purpose. They understood that true intelligence is not measured by a GPA, but by one's ability to think independently, adapt to life's challenges, and navigate the complexities of existence with wisdom and authenticity. Because of this, they often felt disconnected from the educational system as it failed to nourish the depth of their souls. Instead of conforming, they sought knowledge that would truly empower them, allowing them to walk their own unique path in life. 7. They were daydreamers. Chosen ones often found themselves drifting into realms beyond the ordinary, lost in thought, envisioning possibilities, and contemplating the vast mysteries of existence. While other students diligently copied notes and followed lessons, chosen ones were exploring the depths of their own minds, creating entire worlds within their imagination. This tendency to daydream made them appear inattentive, distracted, or even unmotivated in class. But in truth, their minds were expanding beyond the rigid constraints of the curriculum. They were not simply lost in thought. They were traveling through ideas, connecting unseen dots and accessing creative insights that others could not perceive. To them, the mundane routines of school felt like a cage limiting the vastness of their consciousness. Their ability to tap into other dimensions of thought was not a weakness, it was a sign of their higher awareness and the extraordinary potential that lay within them. 8. They were meant for something greater. School is just one chapter in the vast and intricate story of life, yet for chosen ones it often felt like an ill-fitting script. They were never meant to follow, they were never designed to conform to the rigid structures of traditional education, nor were they meant to measure their worth through grades, test scores, or diplomas. Their souls carried a much greater destiny, one that no classroom could ever define or prepare them for. Whether it was a calling towards spiritual enlightenment, creative brilliance, or a mission to awaken and inspire others, their purpose transcended the narrow expectations of the system. While others sought validation through academic achievements, chosen ones were being shaped by something far more profound, a divine path, an unseen force guiding them. Thanks for watching.